Today is the rundown. It is June 22nd, right? June 22nd, the draft day. We got Trill in the house for the draft. Make sure you watch that tonight. We got Coley, Trill. We got 1 million people doing it, right?
Basically like all the major teams.
Coley brought out the A-game shoes, the Louis
draft day.
Vuittons, red. Looked like you stepped in gum.
I
too.
did on the way in.
I did.
That's why guys like you shouldn't wear shoes like that, because it's like you're on just instant gum. Those shoes have never been stepped in gum by anybody. I can't even believe they make those in your size, by the way.
I'm like the cutoff. Like the Embiid was trying to get some, and they were like, he's like size like 20. They're like, we can't help him.
Embiid, I could see wearing those. Coley Mick, not so much, but you are. It is the rundown. It is brought to you by SeatGeek. So that's 7 p.m. then.
7 p.m. doing the whole first round.
Whole first round. So it's gonna be on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, Periscope, the app.
Everything.
We got Pardon My Take involved. We got Greeny involved. We got Mixtape involved, obviously. Clem, Smitty, Francis.
It's gonna be a big production.
Huge production.
Big Barstool production. 7 p.m. The draft live. Watch it. Facebook Live. Today, right now, what we're doing this second, the rundown brought to you by SeatGeek. All your ticket needs, they rate all the tickets, not only on the most expensive, but the best value. So it could be front row, you're getting a good deal, or it could be last row, but they give a letter grade everything, so you know the value of the best tickets. Use the code RUNDOWN, you'll get an instant $10 off in the app. So you make a purchase, instantly they'll take $10 off. Put the code RUNDOWN. SeatGeek, that's how I buy all my tickets. I think everybody here does. They've been a sponsor of Barstool for a while, so thank you for the support. SeatGeek, use the code RUNDOWN. Well, we started a little bit. The NBA draft, Trill, I think, well, both you guys. I think the most hubbub right now is Phil Jackson, Porzingis. What's going on with that? The number one pick, I think that's like a done deal, basically, right? It's going to be the Washington kid, Fultz. What is this, Fultz?
Yeah, Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, so he's going to the Sixers, right? And then from there, is Ball going to?
It sounds like Lakers just traded their previous point guard to open it up.
Yeah, D'Angelo.
So yep. Yeah, Russell's gone.
So that's most likely. And then I think with the Celtics at 3, trades are in play, chaos is in play. My guess, based on everything, I'm a huge Josh Jackson guy, so I hope they take him.
He's a bad
Mamma Jamma. Josh Jackson is a bad Mamma Jamma.
I got you.
But I think from what I'm hearing, they're going to take the Duke kid, which I do not like him.
I don't like that.
But is that open? Is that? I think 1 and 2 is done deal, right? That's
pretty much.
Is 3 a done deal, or is that still people like aren't sure what the Celtics are?
Yeah, it sounds like they're still unsure, which I would be trying to get Porzingis with that pick if he's really available.
How?
Why? It's Phil Jackson. Like you might give up.
So
anything.
what do you think? Yeah, what do you think? This I'd love to have Porzingis just to see Michael Rappaport's head explode. But what do you think the Celtics have to do to get him?
Like whatever it is,
They
I
have
feel
a
like they've got
boatload
it.
of picks,
like they've
but I
got
feel like-
players, they've got picks, they've got current
So
picks,
the
future
Celtics-
picks.
So what the
theoretically-
latest talk was that the asking price from the Knicks to the Celtics is too high.
Which is, do
So-
we know what that is?
I'm imagining it's got to be a bunch of picks, but I think they also want some stud talent back right now in return.
And
'Cause
who
that's
do
what they're
the
doing with the
Celtics
Suns.
have that stud talent?
Yeah, I mean,
See, like
that's
Crowder's
why
good. He's not
it doesn't
a
make
stud.
sense. I would
Right.
not like
Smart's
that's not a
good,
guy
he's
that
not
you're
a
getting
stud,
back.
Right.
but,
Porzingis
yeah.
that you're okay with.
Yeah.
With the Suns, they were talking about Booker, like a name like that, I can kind of understand. I still think that's a bad idea, but I think you need something back along more than picks.
So the Celtics-
the whole thing is fucking crazy.
not
Phil
great.
Jackson, what he's about to do, if he trades this dude, he's gonna either get fired or retire in a couple of years. He's too fucking old for this. He's falling asleep in the middle of draft talks. He's going to drop a bomb on the Garden and then disappear, and it will ruin what was probably going to be one of the best basketball legacies of all time. I think it will completely erase his 11 rings with what he did.
I'd agree with that because it reinforces what everybody like me, who was a Red Auerbach guy and a Phil Jackson hater. So when he got more rings than Red, it's like, yeah, but you had the best players in the world the entire time. My fucking grandmother could have coached
When you
those
finally
teams.
gave the keys to Phil Jackson to build the team,
He fucked it all up.
I mean, he's fucking
But
ruined
even
it.
fucking-
He's made a fucking bottom of the barrel franchise even worse.
But
To be fair, he's about to make it all worse by trading the franchise player at that bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
But that's what-
to be fair.
which fell into his fucking lap. You
Well,
know
that
what I
was a
mean?
good
Like, he was
pick.
the only-
You can't say that fell into his lap. That was a good
It
pick.
did
You have the Mike Rapport again. They're going, who the fuck is this guy? He
No
doesn't
doubt.
have
I
his
mean,
green
listen,
card.
yeah.
Who the fuck is this? This cocksucker might not even have a fucking green card. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker! Who the fuck is this kid?
That
I
was a
guess
good
you get
pick.
credit for it. He like watched a couple YouTube videos and drafted the guy.
But my question on it is, if Porzingis has been in the league what, 2 years?
yeah.
Yep.
So it's what you hit a home run. How do you trade your home run so quickly? That makes no sense.
He
to
didn't
me.
go to the exit interview, man. That's all it is. He didn't go to the exit
Which,
interview.
by the way, he's like, in my 25 years, no one's ever done that. And then there's all that article floating around that Shaq 100% did that in LA. So,
I think
Are
the
you
move-
into? Do you like? I know you're an NBA guy. You guys have mixtape. My thing, I'm so sick of this NBA like draft talk.
this
like,
has probably been like one of the best like hot stove draft trade
Oh, it
situations
makes
in
me sick.
years. And
Yeah.
Dave's like, who wants to talk about that? It's
just
dominated
so much,
sports for the
it's
whole
just
fucking week.
So what have we had? All this talk. We've had one thing. The Celtics traded to the Sixers. That's it. That's it.
But that was when we didn't see
Dwight
coming.
Howard.
D'Angelo- no one cares about D'Angelo Russell.
Dwight
no one
Howard.
cares about Dwight Howard. Is a joke. Is that your hometown?
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. What,
But he's not. You're not,
More or
a,
less,
not a Hawks
yeah.
fan.
I'm not out. Yeah.
What are you?
I'm a Warriors fan. I love my Cavs. I love the Celtics.
Big Pats guy.
Pats guy.
Also a big Falcons guy.
76ers
Warriors
about to pick
fan.
Fultz, number one.
Yes.
I love the Warriors.
Is that like part of his shtick? Like
Yeah, he likes
what,
it.
whoever
He's
becomes
a fan.
good, he roots for?
Yeah, he grew up a Magic and Bengals fan, and it crushed his soul. So now he likes everyone.
Yeah,
Magic and
it
Bengals
actually
is
didn't work
bleak.
out well.
That is bleak.
I mean, so you just. I mean, how long have you been a Warriors fan? Like 3 years?
Several months now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
several
said.
months now. So
All right, so you don't really have a favorite team.
I love Kelvin Durant. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on away from that. So again, tune in 7. We'll have all the coverage of everybody. I guess people who like teams. I hate Danny Ainge shirt. I'm so conflicted. It's a funny shirt. He did wear that shirt. It's kind of like an ant. Are you mad at him?
God no. I'm just trying to like prey on dumb people who are actually mad at him.
Okay, fair enough. I like that business model.
I mean, if they fuck up, if the third is a bust, you got to be mad at them.
But we
Well,
won't
you
know
can't
that.
have
tonight,
right.
real
But I'm
time.
saying, like right now, it's undecided.
The only thing that would really piss people off tonight is if like we only traded Isaiah Thomas for another pick. Then people would be like, the sky is on fire.
Yeah.
Shirts will sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
When you lose, you win.
That's exactly right.
This next story is sort of stunning to me. Kate Beckinsale, I think, is widely respected as like one of the hottest chicks. She's your number one. Did you know she was dating this dude?
Found out today.
21-year-old. Not only a 21-year-old. I don't mind age difference.
No, really?
Age,
You're okay with that?
Age. That was like a setup. I set you
no,
up.
no,
That was like a
that's like
volleyball. I
alley-oop.
knew
Yeah.
if you didn't take that,
It's
I'd be
good
like,
product.
get off.
It's good product.
Yeah. But this 21-year-old, you see this dude? This dude stinks.
Yeah, it's not-
This dude looks like he's a girl or something.
Yeah.
They say he's a comedian. He does. He looks like a fancy boy. And
Yeah.
I don't mean in a fancy boy like, oh, that's a hut-looking fancy, but he's just like this guy.
And,
it
and
almost
it's not
was like,
even that he's a comedian. It's like he's trying to be.
Yeah.
One. If he was like an established, very funny guy, that plays.
I'm gonna tell you
You don't have to
something.
be hot, like chicks
Right,
love funny,
yeah.
but it's like when you're trying to be a stand-up comedian, that means you don't do anything.
And he's just not like, there's no part of him that I'm like, I could see how a chick would like this dude. This is how demented I was. I'm like, wait a minute. If this dude's dating her.
No, stop. No, you cannot fuck Kate Beckinsale. No
if
way.
This dude.
Now with that attitude, you can.
Yeah, no, that's
you know
right,
the
Joe.
same sort of thing is
If that
Emily
dude-
Ratajkowski's boyfriend is a
All right,
fucking loser.
That dude.
That guy
I
looks
was
homeless.
Dude, I was bodying
That's
that
the
guy at the
style,
Breeders'
man.
Cup.
I guess
like
so.
I saw him, and I just to let him know, I bumped him a little. Just be like, I'm better than you. Like
little
just
something.
that little. Like you ain't so like just because just bump. I'm telling you, that didn't make you think that. It's like, wait a minute,
you
this
got
guy.
a shot. You got a shot.
Yeah.
You got a fighter's chance. She is so fucking hot. I mean, I'm not mad
That
at her for
was
the 21-year-old.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's not. Well, she's weird though, man. She's like.
Exactly.
She's like really, really like the hottest chick in the world, but like doesn't actually really do any movies. You know what I mean? She's
Well,
like barely in
Underworld.
shit. I know.
Underworld.
That's honestly it.
She was in that
Pearl
one
Harbor
with
like a
Pearl
zillion
Harbor
years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, for someone that high,
Well,
you
she has
should be
like
making,
family.
a
She's
blockbuster,
big. Like I just can't believe this kid. This kid
he
stinks.
He's not very good. You a Beckinsale guy?
I just like, how do they even come in contact? Like, how does a 21-year-old
Exactly.
like run in that circle?
Maybe his dick game is just vicious.
Yeah, but how
Phenomenal.
does she even find
Phenomenal.
out? What do you just walk up, be like, "Yo, my dick game's savage"?
Well, when you
Yeah, she
have,
was
when
like,
your dick
"Prove
game
it."
is savage, you have that sort of confidence. Like, I'm gonna go get Kate Beckinsale right now.
That kid looks like a Ken doll in like a really bad way.
It's like Zoolander.
He's a little bit, maybe, yeah. But no,
Maybe he's a Soul
faker
Cycle
like
instructor.
looking.
Maybe he met her at Soul Cycle.
Actually, it would like
That would make a lot of
explain
sense, right?
Ton of sense. Trump, this story went viral thanks to us. Shout out Nikki Donuts or whatever the fuck that
Frankie
kid's name.
Beans. Nicky Donuts.
So this Frank and Beans kid sent a video to the foreplay guys. Trump is driving around on his own golf course on the greens. The bigger story we talked about it is the kid who sent the video got mad at us for not like crediting him right, Frank and Beans. I will say we hashed it out with this kid because I was going
like
bananas.
half an hour.
He was very upset.
He was very
He
mad.
was so
upset.
mad. But then at the end, he's like, listen, I'm just sitting in the cube, like trying to make it through the morning. My life stinks, and I had like the spotlight for 10 minutes. Can you just let me enjoy it?
Let me live, man.
Like, okay,
I
fine.
can respect that.
Yeah, it was like,
His argument wasn't ever making sense. So
His
I
argument made
should have
no
realized
sense.
he just wanted to be
Yeah,
on
you
the
got
phone.
to cut to, like, what is this really about?
Because
Yeah.
he was like, your watermark is why we didn't like it. Why didn't you shout out my Twitter handle? He had like 5 different reasons, and then eventually he was like, it's a Thursday morning at work. I'm bored, man.
Yeah,
I was like, okay.
Forgot my lunch. I'm sad.
Right.
Like, can y'all
It's
just
like-
get me through?
Yeah, so as far as the actual story, I mean, it's funny, it's a power move, but if you own a golf course, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, who cares?
Yeah, but
and not to mention, you own the golf course and you're the president of the United States, yeah, you can drive on greens.
Who
Yeah,
recorded
that-
that
the
footage? Like, how do
president
they just have that? Like, how does Trump just allow that footage to get out? Like, footage that close to him?
Well, that's what somebody called up and was like, I wouldn't want credit for that video.
Right,
because
yeah.
He's coming for
Well,
you.
I don't think
Yeah.
Trump has a problem with, like,
People
I
knowing
don't
that,
think
right?
he's thinks that's bad. Someone
The golf
said
people are horrified by it, though.
in the original, I think, email didn't say he clarifies that. He's like, listen, I'm gonna play golf. I'm gonna drive this golf cart wherever the fuck I want. Like, he clarifies that. If you don't like it, don't be here. Yeah, Francis, like,
Francis
has different-
Frankie explained it to him, and Francis was like,
yeah, Francis has a different, like,
guys, what?
very
Like
different,
he was murdering people.
different sensibilities. Like, he actually is cool with murder on some degree and like death.
Very cool with
But
it.
you drive a golf cart on a green, and Francis
Unacceptable,
is
yeah.
Impeach him.
Can I do it?
appalled.
Yeah.
The rundown brought to you by Fuego Box. $10 off your first order if you use the code rundown. The guys at Fuego Box go around the world, huge place, and taste hundreds of sauces every single month to bring you the best of the best. Think about that. They're literally going around the world tasting hot sauces. You can customize your plan to monthly or quarterly or just shop their store. Again, $10 off your first order. Code rundown, Fuego Box, Hot Sauce City. Back to the rundown. Ali Raisman was on the NHL Awards. I usually like to watch the NHL Awards. I had my hands full with my dad last night. Literally, I was telling this story. My dad, we were riding a cab home from the pizza review. I still don't, his feet were like on the ground of the cab. And I was on a conference call trying to pay attention. He started squirming around. Like, honestly, I don't know how to describe. What's something that really squirms?
Like a mouse in a mousetrap?
Yeah, maybe. It was just squirming like nuts to the point he was distracting me. I was like, can you stop? My dad got stuck. What he said, he was stuck in the cab. Like his feet got stuck underneath the seat, and he was like just squirming around like mad. So this is a long way to say he's a weird dude. It's a long way to say I didn't get to watch the NHL award show because when we got home, then of course we had to just watch CNN all night.
Sure.
Which is like his jam. So Ali Raisman presented some old hockey player commented on her legs and then was like, did you call me old? And she's like, legendary.
I'm on stage with one of the old greats, Marcel Dion.
Thank you. Thank you. And I am excited to be on stage with 3-time Olympic gold medalists. Look at those legs. And what did you say? Old?
Is legendary better?
That's better.
People are kind of saying it was awkward, weird. I'm almost sure this was scripted.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think it was scripted, and I think that was more of a joke. It was like, look, she's an Olympic
Yeah.
competitor. Like, look at her legs, not like I'm the old man just like gawking at her. Like,
Yeah,
it's a bad
right.
joke. It shouldn't have been said.
Right.
But I don't think it was off the cuff. Like, I'm going to talk about how sexy her legs are. I think
Yeah.
it was just a bad written joke.
People are making it seem like the guy, it was like creepy old man, just including Nate. Was it Nate or no? Of all people to be calling people creepy, but I think it was Nate who wrote the blog, right? Nate, was the Ali Raisman? Were you saying the old guy was creepy? Yeah. But I think it was a pre-written joke. So Nate's saying he went off. I disagree with that. I think
Do you
Nate's
know
wrong.
that for a fact?
I was saying Nate might have an inside source.
No, because Ali Raisman I've met, and her personality is a 0 when I met her. and like she didn't even want to do like a pizza review. And I don't think she would have replied as coolly and quickly as she did. Like I don't think when the old, she would have been as quick to be like, "Oh, legendary, is that better?"
Yeah.
Like that, she knew that was coming.
That might
all
make me
written,
think
yeah.
it's more scripted. Like if you know off the cuff she's not that good, but now she's got the the
That's
quick
exactly
reply.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I can
So
see
like
that.
I met her and there was no way she was
wasn't
going to be
with
that
it, yeah.
quick on her feet
I can see
and that
that.
cool with where that was going
Yeah.
unless she knew it. So Nate is in the wrong, tried to set up a creepy guy when the creepy guy is looking at himself
Glass
in the mirror.
houses, Nate. Glass
Yep.
houses.
Absolutely you would. No, actually you wouldn't. Nate would not. Maybe he did.
I don't think he'd be cracking jokes.
Yeah, I don't think you would do that, Nate.
Where you're wrong is because she just went to the next line on the prompter. Like she was just like she glossed over and she just went to the next line. Like he for
Which
sure
made sense.
But no,
the next
but-
line made sense.
No, not really. When he just goes, check out them legs, and she goes, and I'm with a legend. Like she just looks right back into the camera.
You're saying the legs part.
She did have like a very uncomfortable laugh. She was like,
Maybe. All right, so the legs, the legend, okay, fair. You're right. I think you're actually right. That part, so you're saying the legs part was just...
Oh yeah.
if he
yeah,
went
yeah.
off script and said that, fucking creepy. Weird. Again, I don't think he meant it like how sexy her legs are, but an old
I think
dude.
that's definitely what he meant.
Yeah.
well,
You gotta know how that's gonna come off.
right.
I don't think Ellie Raisman, by the way, is pretty at all, but that's just me. Nice legs, but not my cup of tea. Now I feel creepy because it got super silent when I said that. Everyone just kind of like looked down. It's like, what a creepy thing. We're on a show here. It's supposed to be a witty repartee.
I agree.
Be witty.
This guy, this treasure guy, Franston Folks or something is this guy's name?
I hope
Fenton?
that's definitely not his real name, but I hope his name is Franston.
It's something.
There's a 0% chance you got that right, but a treasure hunter should be named Franston.
That's a good treasure hunting name.
Right.
Yeah.
If someone looks
And,
up
like,
the
the
treasure
third.
hunter,
Yeah,
his
the
name,
Franston, like,
his
two
name,
folks, treasure hunting.
his name is
Franstons.
FF. I know his initials are FF. So this guy is a rich old dude, and he has hidden $2 million worth of buried treasure, like cash, jewels, watches, somewhere in between Mexico and
like,
California,
like when you get
and
jewels.
left the clues in like a poem. 2 people have already died trying to find it, and they're begging him to take it away. He says, absolutely not. He goes, if someone drowns in a pool, you don't drain the water. I love that line.
Great line.
This, by the way, I love, but this is just Goonies. I mean, it's straight out of Goonies.
Are rich people this bored?
Do we know that there's...
What's his name?
Fenn.
I mean, that's
Fenn.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Franston's good, but that's the second.
Forrest
that's a good
Fenn.
second
I
place.
think his name should be Franston. Now.
Franston Forrest. how about that?
Yes, rich
Franston
people.
Forrest the third.
Rich people this board.
Do you think
I would
there's
do
goals?
this.
You think there really is goals?
Yes. Oh, I think you have to execute him if there's not.
I think there's a chance that this is like some sick sociological experiment.
You're right.
shit.
There's no gold at all.
If,
Made it up.
if he's doing this and people are dying, then
That's a crime.
he deserves to be murdered. But if the treasure is there,
Fair game.
1,000 people could die and he could keep doing it. I love it.
I think we should send someone. I think this
Pay
guy right
views.
here. I think he'd be a great treasure hunter.
Imagine
YP.
finding it. But then we gotta have like some sort of contract where like
Yeah,
95% of
You
it
get
is
20%.
ours.
Give him 20%. 20%.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I like the
I
treasure.
think YP would be a good treasure hunter.
I'll go tomorrow.
yeah,
You tell me.
I'm sure he would.
That would be great
we
content.
need you for the other. But
Just like
I'd rather
walk around with
actually,
the camera while you search for it, dealing with like fucking like scorpions and shit.
That's.
I actually think
That's-
he's
that's your
sort of
dream right
competent.
there.
I feel like he's too
You need to send an idiot. So like, something, like
yeah.
we need to
Like,
send someone on a death mission. One of the idiots.
Yeah, like old Hank would have been perfect. I'd even office manager Brett would be like an interesting experiment to try to see do it.
that. I mean, because you have to navigate your way through. So it'd be like,
Yeah.
Brett, follow the map,
Yeah.
travel the land.
What about incredibly stupid?
Not enough people know him, so it's like
stupid
he'd
would be-
come and go and
he would
die,
also
and it's
he would
like, who
definitely
cares?
die within like
You need somebody that's
Very
very
quick.
cares
Like
if
day
they
one.
die.
Nate. Is that Nate?
Nate wouldn't do it, but it would be funny. He'd be the whiniest treasure hunter of all time.
Guy just
It's
gives
hot
him
out
the
here.
secret- Here, I'll give you the location.
Last one. This went viral yesterday. This is insane. There's a owner chasing their dog to the streets of Mexico. They drop the leash. The dog runs. This went on for like, it felt like an hour, darting in and out of traffic. Just an amazing video. Thank God the dog didn't get hit, but this dog owner stinks. Like this
Just
dog
like
owner.
running behind it, like hey.
Yeah, are they carrying the
Hill.
camera
Right,
too?
and maybe like a GoPro or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but he or she was not very like.
And the dog obviously doesn't like you. I mean, it's running forever
Away.
away from you.
Help.
Oh, it was a stranger.
Clem from the fucking parking lot.
That
It was my blog. I had to say that was a twist to the ending, and I thought it was. I don't know. I thought the person was a hero.
Yeah, that changes everything. Because to chase that dog for that long.
How's the person chasing a hero? They didn't even catch him. It was some stranger.
Well,
who
I
caught
mean,
him.
They chased it into traffic.
that's a long fucking way to chase a dog that's not yours.
I would do that. If I thought a dog was in danger like that, running around, I'm a huge dog guy.
Rich people really are bored. That's amazing.
I mean, I don't want to see anything bad happen to the dog, but that thing goes flying by, and I'm just like,
Yeah, like I
hope.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for
hope
the
that
best.
works out,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm hoping for the
yeah.
best.
All right. That's the rundown. What are those? What are those shoes?
Public school.
I don't know what that means. So 7 p.m. again, NBA
If I
draft.
said anything other than common projects, would you have known it?
I know what common projects are
That's
barely.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought maybe they're Puma, to be honest.
No.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. 7 p.m. Tune in. Coley, Trill, you guys run the show. You like the like main
ringleaders?
Yeah.
Co-host, I would say.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
Okay.
Smitty and Clem joining us for the entirety of it.
I told them if something goes down with Porzingis, we will be live streaming to death. I don't think Clem can survive.
Yeah, it's become an
I think
electric
I think you
chair.
guys
Some
prepare
people
for like a
Porzingis
man to
style.
die.
Yeah.
It's like I told Clint, I was like, I love you, baby, but I need Porzingis to get traded
Just
during
for
the
this.
draft. Yeah, just for
Just
the
for these
content. I
views.
need it. Yeah.
The Rappaport hire will be worth it by
Just
itself
that,
to
yeah.
like directly go to Rappaport. Do we have that set up if that happens where we can get
You need like a
him?
rap
Well,
cam.
Pete's been real selfish and like had a kid, so
Yeah, that's
I don't know if
bullshit.
we're gonna be able to. Cut.
Shows you how out of the loop. I saw that email Pete sent about having a kid. I had no idea.
He's
I
not
thought he was
back
just
yet?
going on vacation or like vacation.
been like days.
That does. That sounds like no vacation I want to take. Like
Yeah, no,
that's
not at all.
like, oh, I'm using my vacation time because I had a kid. It's
the worst.
Fun. Shout out Pete. That is the rundown.
Well, technically, it's turning paternity leave, so it's not.
Is that because of you?
Probably. Probably. I'm
Paternity
a
leave.
trailblazer.
Paternity leave.
Very fertile.
We're
Kevin
paying
Clancy.
interns.
Too
We have
fucking
paternity
fertile.
leave. Shit's soft around here now. All right, rundown.